welcome to band. Welcome to playing the clarinet. If you're listening today, it's because you heard the clarinet sound, you loved it, and you decided to join band, and I'm very excited for you. We're going to start with the reed part of the mouthpiece, so you can go ahead and find that in your case. The reed will be in a clear case, and it's a wooden piece. It's actually made out of a cane material. Go ahead and find the arch at the bottom, pinch it, and slide the reed out very carefully. These reeds are very delicate. You need to be very careful. If you tap or touch any of the edge of the top of this, then it could break and it won't work right. Okay. Notice how I'm only touching the fat bottom part that I pulled out of the case, never touching the thin part. We're going to start with the thin part going right into our mouth to get it nice and wet. We'll leave it there for about 30 seconds. Leave it in there, keep getting it wet, but make sure it's not touching your teeth. It's just on your tongue and you're wiggling it just enough so that the water from your mouth gets in there. Great job. Take it right out, pinch the middle of the reed so that you're not touching the thin, delicate, tippity top. And go ahead and put the fat bottom part in your mouth. We have to get the whole reed wet. Wiggle it around so that the whole thing is getting wet. Great job. Take it right out. Again, make sure that we're pinching the bottom fat part and not the thin top part. Notice how one side of the reed is perfectly flat and the other side of the reed has a little bit of bump. It also has a two-tone, two different colors. Do you notice that? The other side is just one. That flat side, we're going to press up against the mouthpiece. Go ahead and look right in your case and find the mouthpiece. You'll know it's the mouthpiece because it tapers to a thin point just like the reed. When you get it out, you're going to take the flat side of the mouthpiece with the hole and press the flat one-colored side of the reed up against it. Then pinching the reed part with your thumb and the mouthpiece, front of the mouthpiece part with your pointer finger, go ahead and pinch it so that you're holding the reed right on. Cool. Now use your other hand to line the reed up so that the arch part of the reed is matching the arch part of the mouthpiece on the top. You'll know you've done it right if on one side it looks perfectly lined up, just like this. And if you're looking onto the front side right here where there's that flat top, you can't even see the reed. You shouldn't even see it at all. Find your ligature. It's this silver part with screws. Now there's a wide side of the ligature and then a smaller opening side of the ligature. You want to take the wide side, put it slowly over the top so that it does not touch the reed. Line it up. Make sure the screws are facing you. Okay. See? Now this is the tricky part. You're going to put your other hand thumb touching the lower part of the reed so that you can pull down the ligature as low as it can go. It should go to almost the end of the reed, but not all the way so that it's dangling down low. If you can't get it to go this low, you need to loosen the screws so that you can get it to go down to almost cover the entire reed, just like I did. Good. When you get it there, you should be able to hold on to the cork and the reed will stay on okay. Right? Readjust your reed using your two pincher fingers to move it side to side to make sure that it's perfectly lined up. If it needs to go lower, press your thumb right down right here until it goes lower. Okay? Now when we turn the screws to hold the reed on, you want to turn them till they get pretty tight so that it's a little bit hard to turn them anymore. And then turn it back a quarter turn so that it's not too tight. If it stays too tight, it can break the reed and make it really hard to play. Watch. I'm turning, it's getting tighter, tighter. Ooh, that feels too tight, so I'm going to turn it back just a half turn. Okay. The reed should not feel wiggly or fall out at all. You'll know it's on right if you give it a lick, wet it, put your bottom lip over your teeth like this, and your top teeth are going to rest on the top black part right here. Watch. Then you make your lips form all the way around, gripping the mouthpiece with your lips, not too tight, but touching on all sides to form what we call the embouchure. That's how you play. That's the shape that your mouth makes in order to make the clarinet sound. Listen. There's one more part. If you hold the mouthpiece around the ligature and you find the barrel, it's this thin part. It's really small. You take the smaller side and push it right on the cork. Hold it just like you're holding bike handles and wiggle them back and forth until the barrel gets all the way on. Check your reed in case it got a little bit out of place. Line it right back up. Might need to tighten your screws a little bit again. Cover your bottom teeth with your bottom lip. Rest the reed part on your bottom lip. Your top teeth touch the top of the mouthpiece. Take a deep breath in and blow. Try again. Wet your reed if you need. The reed touches your bottom lip. They go over your bottom teeth. Top teeth on top. Cover the mouthpiece and blow. Good. Practice making high and low sounds by moving your jaw towards the reed and away from the reed. Towards the reed and away from the reed. Watch me. You try. Good. Make sure you watch in the mirror to make sure your cheeks don't puff out like this. That means that your corners of your lips are not strong enough. That means they need to come closer to the clarinet mouthpiece. Happy practicing! Can't wait to have you in band.